The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Now on, hits a single to right field. That will score. Jared Shesky and the Stars take the lead on the RBI single by Hansen to right field.
Wells fights to keep his shoulder up. And his pin.
2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalize early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason. Oh boy! What a fantastic catch by Cooper Johnson.
Dribble. Got in for down low. Iniger had it knocked free. Gets it back. Muscles his way in. Got it.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right. Well, welcome back to here Matson Field here in Moorhead. I see we got to fix our brand new logo for the Moorhead Blues. Let's see if we can't get that taken care of here really quick. All right, now we're ready to go. We got everything fixed except for, we got everything fixed. So we're getting ready here for the 22-15 Fargo Post 400 Stars and the undefeated 2-0 Moorhead Blues. The Blues had their first game yesterday. It was a doubleheader against Fergus Falls. They won both games. Game one by the score of 10-4 and the second game by the score of 11-5. So they've outscored their opponents 21-9 so far this season, and that'll lead us right into our keys of the game here really quick. We'll get into that right now.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game. These are your keys to the game.
All right, and key to the game number one is make sure everything is set before you say everything is set. Anyways, let's go on with the Fargo Post 100 Stars here. The game, an error-free game. Just play smart, and you should be just fine. Get your base runners stealing. We've seen that they've had some speed on the bases today, and don't be afraid to bunt because the bunts can lead to those steals. We'll see if they can do that. And for the Moorhead Blues, no overconfidence. It's just the third game of the year. Less blunders, the better, and pitch with confidence. Your national anthem's up now. We'll be back in a moment.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
All right, welcome back. Going through the starting lineups here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, and we'll go over those right now ourselves here. We'll start with the Stars, and then we'll catch up to the Moorhead Blues, who are heading out onto the field here now.
Number 7.
So batting 1, 2, and 3, shortstop Caleb Christensen. The pitcher, Jackson Ammerman, and the second baseman, Colby Hansen. In the middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is Logan Sullivan, the first baseman, Eli Mock, the third baseman, and Gunnar Majerus in right field. And then in the bottom of the order at 7, 8, 9 is Andre Work, the left fielder, center fielder Chayton Sen, and the catcher, Jack Demers. And for the Moorhead Blues, batting 1, 2, 3 is the right fielder, number 20, Reese Boney. The designated hitter, number 9, Jacob Vanette. The shortstop, Colin Wilson, wearing number 7. The middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is Carter Hench, the center fielder. And now we'll do our national anthem. The rest of your starting lineups in just a moment.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. We're getting ready to get into the first inning of play here. Jump right into it. So we got kind of interrupted on our starting lineups from Moorhead, but we will go through those here in the top or the next half inning. All right, so on the mound warming up, here's Gavin Quaid for the Moorhead Blues. Once again, they come into this one with a pair of victories over Fergus Falls yesterday, and he's tossing them into the glove of Colby Aschheim, who's behind the plate. And then you go around the bases, you got Aaron Ryerson at first, Lincoln Marquardt at second, Cullen Wilson's the shortstop, Logan Hilber will be over at third, and Elijah Mack will be out in left field with Reese Boney in right field and Carter Heinch in straightaway center field here. And there we go. Now we get all 4 bases on camera here for you. That make things a little bit easier as I am here alone today. So also on Magnitude Sports tonight, we got Riley over at Young Field in West Fargo as West Fargo Patriots are taking on Wayzata. And that should be a fun matchup. So we'll bring you scores from that game. And if you tune into that game, Riley will bring you scores from this game. So you can tune into either game and keep updated. And now we're going to get ready to go here. It's going to be Caleb Christensen stepping up to the plate. And that first pitch comes across at 7:06. And it was for a strike. It's 0-1. Now it's going to be fouled away, and now it's a quick 0-2 count here to Caleb Christensen. So you got Jackson Ammerman and Colby Hansen, the next 2 batters in the top of the first for sure here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Once again, 22 wins, 15 losses. First game back in March. That one hit well, center field, and that will go right into the glove of Reese Boney, the right fielder, for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jackson Ammerman.
Number 28, Jackson Ammerman.
And I did the same thing Riley did last night. I hit the wrong button. Since Riley explained what happened last night, I won't explain it this time around. As long as there's no runners on base, we'll have it zoomed in a little bit for you. If there's runners on base, and we'll zoom it out there. But so once again, a fly out. Now this one popped foul here, and that's another quick 2-strike count to back-to-back batters. Fly out to right center. Booney with the catch. Jackson Ammerman now. 0-2. And Gavin Quaid with pitch number 6. 5 pitches. All 5 of them have found the strike zone except for that one. And I maybe just jinxed them. And if so, I apologize. 1-2. These two teams played here last year. And that one will just miss for ball 2. And the Moorhead Blues took a 13-1 lead early on in the first few innings. And Post 400 would respond with 2 grand slams, a solo shot to right field, and a couple of RBI singles in the mix of that to pull it back to a score of 13-12. So they would score 11 unanswered.
400, number 2, Colby Hansen.
But they would still fall short in that game as the Blues would pick up the victory. And that was the last time these two teams played here at Matson Field. So it's another flyout, back-to-back flyouts for outs 1 and 2. Colby Hansen, the batter now. And that first pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's hit right over the third baseman. He'll fire it across the diamond for the 5-3 ground out. So Hilber over to Ryerson, and that will end the inning. We go to the middle of the first here on that 5-3 ground out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Fargo Post 400. Reese Boney, Jacob Vanette, and Cullen Wilson will be your first 3 batters for the Moorhead Blues when we return after this. Here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh! Making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back to Matson Field here in Moorhead, Minnesota. And on the mound here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars is Jackson Ammerman. He'll be tossing them into the glove of Jack Demers. And then around the bases at first, you have Logan Sullivan. Over at second is Colby Hansen. Caleb Christensen's the shortstop. Eli Mock is over at third. And then in the outfield for the Stars, you have Chayton Sen in center field, Gunnar Majerus in right, and Andre Work in left field. Once again, it's going to be Reese Boney, the first batter here from Moorhead, who will step up to the plate to try and get things going for the Moorhead Blues. I want to say thanks to our awesome team member, Chris Hovden, for getting us a Moorhead Blues logo. We haven't had one. We haven't been able to find one, and he found one that was similar and changed the colors, and now we have one. So we're probably the only station in the history of stations that has a Moorhead Blues logo. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I was not looking for that pitch because there was still music playing, but I think it was a strike, and now we're underway here. Yep, 0-1 as I confirm with the outfield scoreboard. That one's up a little high. We're even at a ball and a strike now. Once again, Reese Boney. We'll see Jacob Vanette, who's on deck, and we'll also see Cullen Wilson this inning as well here for the Blues. And that one is off the mark for ball 2. And he'll get a piece of that one for strike 2. Going to the books as a fouled away pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The North Dakota AA State Legion Baseball Tournament from Astoria Field in Dickinson. All 18 games, 19 if needed. will be on Magnitude Sports this year. We got that confirmed just about 48 hours ago, and it's
Batting for Moorhead.
first time that we've had an opportunity to share that news with you. So all 18 watch links are on our YouTube channel. We're just waiting to see who plays who. Otherwise, we're pretty much ready to go. So a swing and a miss for the strikeout on Reese Boney, and Jacob Vanette is the batter. And the first pitch comes up a little bit high, and there wasn't a song playing on Reese Boney's at bat. It was his walk-up song that just didn't shut off soon enough. So once again, Jacob Vanette, first pitch up a little bit high for a ball. Now you can make a 2-0 here for Vanette. This one will pop out of the dirt up high, and they'll say it hit him. So he'll reach base, and that'll bring up Cullen Wilson now.
Batting for Moorhead, number 7, Cullen Wilson.
So Vanette reaches via hit by a pitch, and Cullen Wilson now is the batter. They'll move Carter Heinz into the on-deck circle here for the Moorhead Blues. So we have our first runner on base now here in the ball game. Took 8 minutes to get a runner on base. Once again, when we have runners on base, we'll zoom out a little bit so we get all 4 bases on the camera here for you. This is Cullen Wilson. Ammerman with pitch number 9 coming up. And it's in for a strike, 0-1. Nice pitch there by Ammerman. Once again, Jack Demers is catching. You got Logan Sullivan at first, Colby Hansen at second, Caleb Christensen the shortstop, Eli Mock at third. Outfield here after the 0-1 pitch as Ammerman will peer over at Vanette on first, and now he'll try and pick him off, and it was close, but Vanette got his left hand back onto the bag just in time, and he's safe. Remains an 0-1 count here, or actually, I'm sorry, it's a 1-1 count here to Cullen Wilson. Ammerman winds and delivers. Up high for ball 2. Or maybe it is ball 1, and okay, I think it is 1-1. And that one's going to skip off the glove of Demers, and that will allow Vanette to get to second base. And now it's 2 balls and a strike. That one's hit a grounder right up the middle into center field. It'll be scooped up by Chayton Sen. And now going home is Jacob Vanette, and he scores. It's an RBI single for Wilson, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Blues.
For Moorhead, number 10, Carter Heinz.
Carter Hinch has hit a home run on Magnitude Sports. He did it a couple years ago over the right field wall, according to his spray chart. That one's up high for a ball, and another runner advancing to second now as a result. Once again, that runner is Cullen Wilson. Carter Heinz is the batter. That one will skip down low for ball 2. Busy day for us on Magnitude Sports tomorrow. I'll have some Dakota Fusion soccer for you at about 3 o'clock. Following that, not much longer after that, we'll pack up, move over to Starion Bank Field for a Stars doubleheader against the Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats. (3-0) here to Heinz. as he turns around to bat from the left side of the batter's box. Ammerman will stare down the runner on second, deliver the pitch low for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to put 2 runners on.
Batting for Moorhead, number 11, Aaron Ryerson.
And now Aaron Ryerson will step up to the plate here to a nice 80s walk-up song from George Michael. I like this song, but YouTube hates it. So before we'll see a pitch to Ryerson, Coach Fichtner is going to come out and have a chat with Ammerman and his teammates on the mound. This visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Visit them online at their website, marshmma.com, and learn about the services that they can provide for you here in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding areas. Once again, this visit to the mound is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. Visit them at marshmma.com. Aaron Ryerson is the batter. He is 1 for 4 when he's made contact with the bat. He had a lone single into shallow left. Otherwise, a pop out to second, ground out to short, and he reached base on an error charge to the shortstop on one occasion. So a strike is thrown here with runners on first and second. Once again, Cullen Wilson on second, Carter Heinz on first. The runners on for Moorhead. 13 minutes into the ball game here. And that one's a little high. And maybe a little high is a little generous. Ammerman will look back at Wilson on second. Now he'll deliver the pitch, and it looked like it was in there for a strike, was it? No, it was not. It's 2-1. Kind of hard to tell from this particular angle with the right-handed batters. And there's a strike. And from here, that looked like a ball. So if the last one was supposed to be the opposite, now we're even. 2-2 the count. That one will hit the dirt, and it's a full count now. The first full count to any batter in the game comes 14 minutes in. Aaron Ryerson at the plate. His teammates Cullen Wilson on second, Carter Heinz on first, and on deck is Colby Aschheim. And that'll walk him. And that will load the bases here on a bases loaded walk. And that'll bring up Colby Aschheim. They'll also move Logan Hilber into the on-deck circle. Colby Aschheim, batter number 6 in the lineup here for the Moorhead Blues. I almost said the orange team's name, but I didn't. I caught myself, and I think I've done that a couple other times when I was here, but I caught myself this year, so I'm perfect so far. The Williston Keyboards have handed the Minot Vistas their first loss of the year. The Williston has defeated Minot 9-4. I'll keep you updated on the second game of that doubleheader, as I'm assuming they'll be starting that one here in about 15-20 minutes. We'll keep you up to date on some other scores from other games happening around the state in North Dakota Legion AA. 2 balls and a strike now here to Colby Aschheim. Bases are loaded. Wilson on third, Heinz on second, Ryerson on first. And that one's a little high for ball 3. So Ammer is going to need to be careful here. The Moorhead Blues already lead 1-0. He's potentially a pitch away from making it 2-0 here. We'll see if he can deliver strike 2 or not. And he cannot. It's ball 4, and that'll bring in Colin Wilson from third for a 2-0 lead.
Batting for the Blues, number 27, Logan Gilbert.
So that pushes Carter Heinz up to third and brings Aaron Ryerson to the middle of the bases at second. Kobe Ashheim gets an RBI on that walk, and Logan Hilber will try and do some more damage here for the Moorhead Blues. 17 minutes in, every time Hilber stepped up to the plate on Magnitude Sports, he's either grounded out or flied out. See if he can break that pattern this time around. First pitch came in for ball 1. Yeah, Ammerman struggling a little bit on the mound. 28 pitches, only 8 of them have found the strike zone. Now 9 of them. That one possibly came close to hitting him. It's 2-1. Hilber will get a piece of that. He'll skim off the top of the bat foul into the screen. Had to pop my head out for a moment. Wasn't sure if it was a screen or a cage, but it's a screen. It's a netting. Kind of like they have at Starring Bank Field, almost identical. And he will do an exact replay of that previous pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There is 1 out here in this inning. I forgot to record that earlier. My apologies. Now they're going to get a new baseball into the mix here. Once again, the 2023 State AA Tournament in Dickinson will feature the Stars and the other 9 teams from AA in North Dakota, and we'll have all 18 games, 19 if necessary, here on Magnitude Sports. Here's a nice little dish right over to third base. Steps on the bag for the force out, fires it over to first for the double play. That is a 5-3 double play to end the first inning of play. And we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. The Blues have a 2-0 lead over the Stars. Back after this.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. Good look at Gavin Quaid on the mound there for the Moorhead Blues. They have taken a 2-0 lead, and they left. They got 2 runs on a single hit, and they left 2 runners on base on a 5-3 double play to open up or to close out the first inning of play. So that's a good way to get out of a bases loaded jam on a 5-3 double play and a ball that was hit right over to the third baseman. He'd step on the bag for the force out on the runner on second, fire it over to first, and the run did not score before the out at first occurred, so it remains 2-0 instead of 3-0. If you since the force out at third happened, if he would have made it home before that ball got over to first base, it'd be 3-0 right now. Logan Sullivan is the batter now.
Batting for post 400 and number 19, Logan Sullivan.
Sullivan has had a couple home runs this year, one to center field against Watertown and one to left field against Dickinson just about a little bit over a week ago. That was a home run that gave the Stars the lead, but they eventually fall short. I think the final score was 12-11, if I remember correct, as Dickinson walked them off in the bottom of the 7th, as the Stars and the Rough Riders would split that doubleheader. And the Stars have had issues with being walked off at Astoria Field in Dickinson. Let's hope that doesn't continue, considering the state tournament will be there this year. That one's fouled away for an unofficial strike 2. Lincoln Pius has defeated Kindred's Legion A team. They're the ones that play the Astros and Comets by the score of 2-1 down at the Dakota Classic in Sioux Falls. The game just went final. So that was a good battle there between Kindred and Lincoln Pius. Lincoln Pius, of course, a private school out of Lincoln, Nebraska. 3 balls and 2 strikes now here to Logan Sullivan. So it's the first full count to a Stars batter. Comes 23 minutes into the ball game. And Logan Sullivan will send it up high, and it's going to be easily caught here in foul territory by Elijah Mack.
Batting for Post 400, number 15, Eli Mock.
All right, that'll bring Eli Mock up to the plate here. Sullivan flies out to left field. Eli Mock, the batter now here with 1 out. And he'll chop this one foul out of the dirt, out of the batter's box for strike 1. Left and center field is his preference when he does make contact with the ball. Stars picking up a pair of wins over Grand Forks yesterday. And a half-check swing right back to Gavin Quaid. He'll fire it over to first, and he's safe at first, as Ryerson had to jump up to catch
Batting
that
for
one.
Post 400, number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
Trying to think here. Yeah, I think he's going to reach base on an error. We'll charge that error to the pitcher for throwing it up high, because he did kind of throw it off his knees. And Gunnar Majerus, the batter now. So runner on first here for the Stars. Pitch, and he wanted to check a swing, but he went all the way through, and it cost him a strike. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. You got ones across the board here in a 2-0 ball game. Stars looking to respond after giving up 2 in the bottom of the first. And Majerus gets one right back to Quaid. Over to second, back over to first, the stretch, and it's the 1-6-3 double play, and that ends the inning. What a play by the Moorhead Spots. Moorhead Blues, I'm no longer perfect. Some of them played for them, if not all of them. We'll be back in a moment here on Megan Fan Sports. We'll be right back.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers, but don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Welcome back. The batter's Lincoln Marquardt. He'll take the first pitch and foul it back for strike number one. 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. Nobody left on base as a result. They get no runs on no hits and one Blues error in the bottom half of the top half of the second. Update from Young Field in West Fargo. Wayzata leading the West Fargo Patriots 4-0. Heading into the bottom half of the second. So they're right where we're at here in the bottom of the second. 2 balls and a strike now here to Marquardt. The West Fargo Wayzata game is live on Magnitude Sports. So if you want to check that one out, you're more than welcome to. That one is a wild pitch, and he'll reach.
Batting for Moorhead, number 16, Elijah Mack.
Going to the books as a WP3 and wild pitch, third strike. And Elijah Mack, the left fielder, will step up to the plate, and now he'll walk away and talk to his coach here as the upper ranking authority people of Post 400 will come out to the mound, and that will do it for Jackson Ammerman. 38 pitches, 23 balls, 15 strikes. He gave up 2 runs on a hit, stranded 2 Blues runners. And now coming into pitch here, it looks like Gunnar Majerus is going to be coming into pitch, and it is indeed Gunnar Majerus. So that will send Jackson Ammerman out to the outfield, either right or center. I'm going to guess right. Since Chayton Sen's out there, I'm going to guess that he's going to right field. So just a straight swap from pitcher and right. You got Gunnar Majerus on the mound, and now Jackson Ammerman out in right field. The pitching change takes place at the 30-minute mark. It's brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. As you can visit their website at marshmma.com to learn about the services that they can provide for you here in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding areas. Once again, that's the Marsh McLennan Agency. You can find them online at marshmma.com. As Gunnar Majerus warms up here, we'll take another break, and we'll come back. Elijah Mack will be the batter when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers, but don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, welcome back to Matson Field here in Moorhead, Minnesota, as Gunnar Majerus has taken over the mound duties from Jackson Ammerman, and he will see Elijah Mack at the plate for his first batter faced. And once again, standing on first base is Lincoln Marquardt. First pitch from Majerus is for a ball, and it's 1-0. And that's ball 2. And there's ball 3. And the pitching troubles continue here for Post 400. First 3 pitches from Majerus result in a 3-0 count here to Elijah Mack, and we'll see if he can cash in his free strike coupon here. Mack will not be swinging unless it looks like he was going to square it for a bunt. Pulled it back, and that'll be a strike. So he will get a free strike, not in the conventional way. Marquardt will make his way up to second base. So see if Majerus can continue to throw balls, or if he'll hit the strike zone this time, as Marquardt with a fairly decent leadoff on second, and he'll walk him on 4 pitches, and that puts up batters on first or runners on first and second. As we come back to the top of the order now here with Reese Boney stepping out to the plate. So we're in the bottom of the second, nobody out. Pitching change already here for the Stars. And the Blues are returning to their 10th batter of the game here. There's a strike, 1-1.
Reese, here we go. Make contact.
And the 1-2. You can even that up at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, and a 2-0 game. Here, 36 minutes in now. And another full count. Stars seem to be off a little bit here today. They were off in that first inning in that game against Bismarck, and then they played a fabulous doubleheader after that, but that first inning cost them the game. And there's another walk. And for the second time in this contest here, the Blues have loaded the bases. So Lincoln Marquardt up to third. Over to second is Elijah Mack. And on first, Reese Boney. And now that brings up Jacob Vanette, who was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate. So Majerus will set up and wind, and DeLeo and Vanette will swing it right over to the second baseman. Right over to first for the first out. Run will score. It'll be an RBI ground out for Vanette, and runners on second and third. All right, Connor Wilson now with a shot right over to Eli Mock, over to first, now back home, and he's safe at home. So they get out number 2.
Batting for the Blues, number 10.
Carter Heinz, he was walked, and he earned an RBI off that walk last time he was at the plate because the bases were loaded at that point in the game. So he's responsible for one of the 3 runs scored in this game via an RBI. Two and 0 now here to Heinz. Three and 0 now here. Now Wacom. All right. Pickoff attempt at first there on Heinz. Once again, runners on the corners. It's Carter Heinz on first and Reese Boney on third. Aaron George Michael Ryerson is at the plate here for the Moorhead Blues. And he will chop one right towards third, and it slips by Eli Mock, and it's foul. So everybody will come back. Thought for sure that was fair, but it was not.
I think Brady did.
Now one's fouled up and back over the netting. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be the first 0-2 count the Stars have had on any batter in this game so far. So we'll see if this is the hint of a potential turnaround here. And he strikes him out. That's the second strikeout of the game for the Stars. One for Majerus, one for Ammerman. And that also ends the second inning of play as they strand 2 on base. 3-0. 2 in the first, 1 in the second. We go to the top of the third, and the Stars will bring out the bats, and we'll see what they can do with those when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
All right, welcome back. It's Andre Work to the plate. 4-0 Blues. They did get a second run in the bottom of the second. They just forgot to punch it in. And that is a strike. So the big difference here in this game so far is Gavin Quaid is throwing strikes and the Stars pitches are not. That one's going to center and it's caught by the right fielder, Reese Boney.
Batting for post 400, number 9, Clayton Sen.
All right, so Chayton Sen steps up to the plate. He hit the grand slam to left field last time he was at the bat here at Matson Field, and now he reaches via hit by a pitch, and he's going for 2 years in a row for the
Batting
team
for
leader
post
in hit by
400,
pitches.
number 12, Jack Demers.
I'm not exactly sure where he's at the moment in that contest, but I'm sure if I were to ask, I could find out. Jack Demers now the batter here for Moorhead, or for the Stars, excuse me. Moves Caleb Christensen top of the order on deck here for the Stars. Chayton sent on first via hit by a pitch, and a strike is delivered there, and it's an 0-2 count here to Jack Demers. One away, one runner on, 0-2. Caleb Christensen, the no-one batter on deck. That one's popped up, fouled straight up and back, and he'll sign himself a one-pitch extension to his plate appearance with that one.
Watch traffic, watch. You're good.
There it goes, right to first. It's batted down by Ryerson. He steps on the bag, and they'll trade the run for Chayton Sen, advancing to second.
Batting for
that
post
puts
400,
out 2 on the
6,
board.
Caleb Christensen.
And now Caleb Christensen, as we get back to the top of the order here for the first time, took 46 minutes and 28 pitches for Quaid to go through the first 9 batters here for the Stars. And a strike is delivered to Christensen for an 0-1 count. He's 0 for 1. He'd fly out to Reese Boney, the right fielder, last time he was at the plate. Quick check on the runner on second. Nice delivery out into left field. That one might be over the left fielder's head, and it is. And rounding third is Chayton Sen. He'll score. The Stars are on the board with an RBI double by Caleb Christensen to left field.
Batting for post 400, Jackson Ammerman.
Let's get out of here. Come on now.
So it took 47 minutes for the Stars to get a run in. And that is also, I think, let me double check my numbers here. Yes, I was right. It's also their first hit of the game. So they get an RBI double on their first hit of the game to make it a 4-1 ball game here. Jackson Ammerman, the batter now. And a little bit outside, 1-1. Ammerman 0 for 1 with a fly out to Heinz in center field last time he was at the plate. And he'll get a piece of that one. Going to the books as a fouled away pitch, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Ammerman. Next pitch for Quaid will be pitch 35. Two and 2 now here to Ammerman. Colby Hansen is on deck. And the pitch. And it's going to be low for ball 3. Moorhead fans may have...
When it feels so good to say yes. Here we go.
Okay, well, you just heard what I was about to say, only not in those words. I'll strike him out. I'll strand one on base, and we go to the middle of the third. It's on the strikeout. It's 4-1 with Kobe Ashheim, Logan Hilburn, Lincoln Marquardt. Batters 6, 7, and 8 do up for Moorhead. They lead 4-1 heading into the home half of the third right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
All right, welcome back. 4-1 favor the Moorhead Blues. 9 minutes in front of the 1 hour mark of the ball game here. It's Colby Ashheim. He was walked last time he was at the plate. This one popped up. It's going out towards shallow right, and nobody will be able to catch up to it. They'll bounce down for strike 1 in foul territory, and he'll make the long trip back to home to face pitch number 2 of the plate appearance. Only one game here tonight. No doubleheader like I'm used to and like most of you are used to. So that's good. I like that. Long, hard shot right over to Eli Mock at third, and he fires it across for the 5-3 ground out.
Batting for your Blues, number 27, Logan Hilbert.
Sorry, Logan Hilbert will go into center field for a base hit. He grounded out to third into a double ending double play last time he was at the plate. That one will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here. Once again, Lincoln Marquardt. He reached on a wild pitch, third strike. He reached safely last time he was at the plate. That was back when Jackson Ammerman was pitching. He's now out in right field. Swing and a miss. We're even at 1.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Kane, why don't you try popcorn or something?
It's another swing and a miss, or maybe got a piece of it. Either way, it's a strike.
Don, are you going to the lake?
No.
1 ball and 2 strikes now. Throw back to second. Sliding back into Silber, and he's safe. And that one's up high for ball 2.
Well, thank Jesse. Thank his dad.
2 balls and 2 strikes with an out. And there's a swing and a miss for his second strikeout of the game for Gunnar Majerus.
Batting for your Blues.
That'll put out number 2 on the board. And Elijah Mack. He was walked last time he was at the plate. He plays left field. He's batting for the second time this evening. The 54-minute mark. And now Gunnar Majerus has tossed 28 pitches through his first 9 Moorhead batters, as Elijah Mack was the first batter he faced after taking over for Jackson Ammerman. One-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Maybe got a piece of it. Either way, it's a strike. It's 1-1.
Elijah.
And that one's down low for ball 2. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second here as we're 57 minutes into the ball game now. Stars looking to keep it at 4-1 and come back and add some more in the top of the 4th. They're not out of it yet, but give us a couple innings. If the score remains the same or more for Moorhead, that could be trouble right there. Going back to third is Andre Work, and that one will land foul, and everybody will have to reset. It's a 285-foot strike for Elijah Mack. That keeps the count right where it's at 2-2. And there's a strikeout. He goes down looking. They strand one on base. That ends the third. It's Majerus' third strikeout. The Stars' fourth. And they lead 4-1, bringing out the bats next here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Colby Hansen stepping up to the plate here. He grounded out last time he was at the plate. Grounded out on a 5-3 to third base, to be more specific. Don't forget to follow us online. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They're all available. First pitch is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Colby Hansen. On deck, Logan Sullivan, Eli Mock. Batters 3, 4, and 5. So the part of the lineup we'll see for the Stars here. Hansen will take the second pitch inside a little bit, apparently for ball 2. Next pitch for Gavin Quaid will be pitch number 40 now, according to my numbers. And pitch 40 is hit to left center. And it'll be the center fielder, Carter Heinz, making the catch. That's one down, and they'll bring up Logan Sullivan. Logan Sullivan flied out just on the foul line in left field last time he was at the plate. His pitch 41 comes across at the 1 hour mark of the ball game. And Sullivan drops one fair into left field. The first base umpire seems like he's injured. Hopefully he can walk it off. He came out to position himself and he clipped his foot on the first base bag. Came out stumbling after that. Hopefully he's okay. So Sullivan on first with a base hit to left. Eli Mock, the batter now. And Mock will find a base hit as well. So back-to-back base hits here for the Stars. They put 2 runners on for Gunnar Majerus. So a hit to left for Sullivan and a hit to shallow right for Eli Mock. And there's 1 out and 2 runners on here. Gunnar Majerus grounded out right back to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. Sorry about the camera there. I bumped it. That was my fault. And he get hit by a pitch, and that will load the bases.
Batting for post 400, number 8, Andre Work.
And Andre Work steps up to the plate now. 1 hour and 1 minute. Fly out to right field. Last time he was at the plate, Logan Sullivan on third, Eli Mock on second, Gunnar Majerus at first, and now a visit to the mound for the Moorhead Blues. As the coach will come out here at the 1 hour, 2 minute mark to talk things over. So you got the bases loaded with 1 out. That's going to be the topic of conversation here on this visit to the mound, brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. You can visit them online at marshmma.com to learn about the services that they can provide for you here in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area. Once again, that's marshmma.com. That visit to the mound is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. (4-1) and a big opportunity here for the Stars with 1 out and the bases loaded. Sullivan third, Mock second, Majerus first. Andre Work, Chayton Sen on deck. And the pitch. Andre Work will foul it back, strike one. Work will swing early and pull that one foul down the first base side. And now he has a 2-strike count. (0-2) is low, and that's through the legs. And coming in is Logan Sullivan. He will score. And the other two runners will advance. They'll take the runners off first base, and they'll make it a 4-2 ball game here on a wild pitch. Good eye there by Andre Work. And now first base is unoccupied, and it's Eli Mock on third, Gunnar Majerus on second, and a 1-ball, 2-strike count here to Andre Work. And he'll foul it back, and he'll earn himself a little bit longer stay at the plate. And that one's high, and now we're even at 2-2 finally here after the 5th pitch of the plate appearance here for Andre Work. And now we're at a full count. And Andre Work making his plate appearance count here. And he's got at least this pitch here. Hour 5 minutes, the windup and the payoff. Low ball 4, and now reload the bases for Chayton Sen.
Batting for post 400, number 9, Chayton Sen.
Chayton Sen has 1 home run on his career. Here's the windup. Strike one here to Sen. And a check swing foul right over to the Stars deck. He's able to get that off the lower barrel of the bat and sent it right over towards the Stars dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded with 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. Outside and low for a ball, 1-2. And that one's low, and it's 2-2. Good eye there by Chayton Sen. He wanted to swing, but he held it back and saw the pitch was going low. So doing pretty much exactly what Andre Work did. See if he can. And that's a strikeout. He will get caught looking. And now Jack Demers.
400, number 12, Jack Demers.
Chayton Sen had 1 home run on his career. It was a grand slam to left field right here at Matson Field, and he did not get one on that at bat. We'll see if he gets another opportunity or not, though. Right now it's up to Jack Demers. Puts Caleb Christensen on deck if Demers can reach base with no outs occurring. A base hit could tie the game, and they will, it's bobbled up to second. They get the out they need, but did the run score? It must not have. I don't see a signal from the ump, so if it is, we'll add it later here, and we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh! Making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Your score. Reese Boney, the batter, and he'll swing and miss there, and that's strike 2. First strike came right before we came back from the commercial break here. And see what happened with that pitch there. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is the Jacob Vanette hit by a pitch and a ground out to second base on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. That's 4 strikeouts for Gunnar Majerus now since he came in. Ammerman had 1, so 5 Moorhead batters have struck out in this contest so far. And there's a strike. And after a slow start for Majerus, he's starting to pick it up a little bit here, and these Stars are trying to creep their way back into this one here slowly but surely. Have to take care of things on defense first before they get another crack at that 4-2 deficit. And he gets a second strike in there. And on deck is Colin Wilson. And that one's hit to center field. And it will be batted down by Chayton Sen. And that will allow Vanette to get a base hit and a single. Colin Wilson, the batter. Runner goes. And safe at second. So Vanette will get the stolen base. Colin Wilson 1 for 2. Had a single to center, and he grounded out to the third baseman last time he was at the plate. Six runs on 6 hits for the 2 teams combined. So that pitch will come in low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Colin Wilson. One's popped up. I can't see it. It's over in foul territory, and he will not be able to catch up to it as Logan Sullivan gave it his best effort. But it'll drop for a strike, and it's 2-1. Stars just a little over a week away from their trip to Omaha, Nebraska to play in the Creighton Prep tournament. We'll have all the Stars matchups. We're trying to sneak in a couple West Fargo games for you too, but haven't been able to get anybody to come down with me to do that. So everybody's working except me. And that one will go all the way to center field and bounce to the wall. Chayton Sen will scoop it up. Rounding third is Vanette. He will score, and it is going to be a stand-up RBI triple for Colin Wilson. And the Blues have taken a 5-2 lead. Carter Heinz, he's been to the plate twice. He's 0 for 0. He's been walked both times. Once by Ammerman and once by Majerus. So 5-2 now as the Blues have scored in every inning. 2 in the first. I take that back. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, none in the third, and now 1 here in the fourth. And they are looking for more. There's only 1 out on the board. 2 balls and no strikes to Heinz, and on deck is Aaron Ryerson. So if you're a George Michael fan, don't go anywhere. Your favorite song is coming up here on Magnitude Sports. And if you send me a large Venmo, I'll let it play so I can pay the copyright strike. And that'll walk them, and that will bring up Aaron Ryerson. There you go. Such a beautiful walk-up song.
Number 11, Aaron Ryerson.
Send this one out to CJ and his friends. Big 80s fan. Aaron Ryerson, the batter, and I didn't see that pitch. It is a ball, 1-0. Ryerson 0 for 1 walk, and he's the victim of 1 of 4 strikeouts from Gunnar Majerus on his most recent trip to the plate. And he fouls this one back, and we're even at a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. You got ones across the board here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike. 1-2. Stars are going to be playing at the same field down in Omaha that West Fargo had that 4-hour, 13-inning game at last year that we had on Magnitude Sports. And to this day, no 2 teams have ever been able to surpass that 4-hour mark. It's now going to the books as a fouled away pitch. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. At Westside High School, home of the Omaha West Warriors. The Warriors defeated the West Fargo Patriots 2-1 in 13 innings, and a game that ended at 12:27 in the morning. Stars do have a couple late games on the schedule. And it's going to be an error right there on Christensen. Or I'm sorry, on Colby Hansen. If he would have been able to scoop that, there was possibly a play at second base. Carter Heinz will steal. Or actually, he won't steal. He'll get 2 seconds on an error. And now the bases are loaded here
Dominicana, Colombiana.
for Colby Ashheim. So the bases are loaded here for Colby Ashheim. A walk and a ground out to third. Pitch 57 from Majerus right here. Fouled back for the first strike, 0-1. Well, Moorhead with a base hit here could really pad in their lead right now. That one's also fouled back. Nice crowd on hand here. You got some Fargo Post 400 shirts over by the first base side, and the Moorhead fans kind of right behind home plate here. Also along the left field fence. There's some, that one's going to be popped up. Logan Sullivan makes the catch for out number 2. Got some action in the bullpen here for the Stars.
Batting for your Blues, number 27, Logan Hilbert.
Logan Hilbert is the batter, by the way. He's 1 for 2 with a ground out to third and a single into shallow center. Time is called here by the umpire as the Hilbert will step out of the box and I'll step back in. Malachi Wurremeyer is warming up in the bullpen here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. We'll see how soon they will pull the trigger on Wurremeyer. This one popped up into foul territory. There's a chance to get that third out, and Logan Sullivan does just that. So that will end the 4th. They'll strand 3 on base, and we come back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, it's Caleb Christensen at the plate. And he'll take that first pitch over into right field, and shallow right, making the catch is Marquardt, the second baseman. So it's 1 pitch, 1 out here for Gavin Quaid, and that is pretty good efficiency there. Jackson Ammerman will try and test his luck here against Gavin Quaid now. Ammerman 0 for 2, a fly out to center and struck out swinging. Takes ball 1 here. From Kansas, the Post 400 Comets followed Burlington by the score of 9-5. So they were on the mini golf course earlier today, is what I understand from social media. So tough loss there for the Astros. And that one hits him, and he'll go to first base as a result. Brings up Colby Hansen now.
Batting for Post 400, number 2, Colby Hansen.
He's 0 for 2 with a ground out to third and a fly out to Elijah Mack in left field last time he was at the plate. A lot of fun things, if you want to call them fun, I guess, depending on which team you're cheering for, have happened at this field between these two teams. And that will be an error on the third baseman, Hilber, as he could not pick it up, and that will allow the other runner to reach second. And that's Ammerman to second. Colby Hansen on with an error now. Here charged to the third baseman, and Logan Sullivan will face pitch 62 from Gavin Quaid. Haven't seen any bunt attempts yet here in this game. I wonder if that's going to change or not. They've been doing a lot of bunting this year, but none so far here in this game. 1-0 the count here to Sullivan. 1 for 2. Fly out to left and a single to left. So he dropped it just inside the line on a shallow fly out to left field. That went just beyond third base by about 30 feet or so. And that one's low, and nope, he's going to go back, and that was probably a wise choice. Ball 2, 2-1 now here to Logan Sullivan. And that one drops low for ball 3. Eric Tianza and myself did a game here together, and between these two teams, and actually no, it was during a tournament here, part of the Fargo Moorhead tournament. That's what it was. I think it was a Sioux Falls team versus somebody, and the power went out. So we lost the video portion of our broadcast, but we could still deliver the audio portion of it. And right as the power came back on, that next batter hit a home run to left field. Sullivan will walk now, and the bases are loaded for the second time in this game here for the Stars.
Number 15, Eli Mock.
You got that yellow house right there that has had some stories about having to buy baseballs back from them that were fouled off into their parking lot. Not sure how accurate that story is, but they have been shared that story before. Have another quick visit to the mound here. We saw Chayton Sen and Easton Rarick both hit 2 grand slams in the same game, and Easton Rarick added a solo home run in that same game. And a game that the Stars would fall short in, even despite all the home runs. It scored 9 runs on 2 swings of the bat, and they still couldn't pull off the victory. So that's, like I said, it depends on who you're cheering for, if you enjoy those moments or not. Pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. Eli Mock, the batter, 1 for 2, reached on an error and a single. And there's another single. This one to left field. One hop picked up by Mock. Scoring is Ammerman. Rounding third is Colby Hansen. The throw to plate is not going to be in time, and he scores. And 2-run score. And now it's 5-4, and it's a ball game once again.
Batting for post 400, number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
So that's a 2-run RBI single to left field for Eli Mock. Scoring Ammerman and Hansen. Moving Logan Sullivan up to second. Now a visit to the mound here, and will that do it for Gavin Quaid? Yes, it will. Gavin Quaid, 67 pitches, 28 balls, 39 strikes. Gave up 4 runs on 4 hits and stranded 4 Stars runners on base. And now it looks like our new pitcher here for the Moorhead Blues is going to be Gavin Gast. So Gast will take over, and And Quaid will be responsible for the runners on first and second should they come in and score before we can close the book on them. And it's 5-4. We'll give Gas some time to warm up. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. Be right back. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back. Pitching change now. Gavin Gast will face Gunnar Majerus for his first batter. 5-4 ball game. Tying run in scoring position on second. Go-ahead run. Eli Mock on first. That one going into center field, and it looks like right fielder Reese Booney will have it. And tagging up, or thinking about tagging up on second was Sullivan, but he'll go right back, and that's 2 outs.
Fargo, number 8, Andre Work.
So Andre Work, last time he was out, the bases are loaded, and then a run came in to score on a wild pitch, and then he ended up getting walked to reload the bases for Chayton Sen, who's on deck now. And Work finds himself a base hit. And Logan Sullivan will hold up at third. Throw back, goes back into the outfield, and now Sullivan will go home. Coming into third is Eli Mock. He will slide in. We have a tie ball game.
Batting for Fargo, number 9, Chayton Sen.
So Chayton Sen, the batter now, with Eli Mock on second, Andre Work on first. And he finds himself a base hit into left field, and that is going to bring in Eli Mock, and that will give the Stars a 6-5 lead. And just when you thought that the Stars had no chance, because that's certainly how it looked in the first couple of innings, now they're proving everybody wrong here, and they have taken the lead for the first time in this game.
Batting for post 400, number 12, Jack Demers.
Actually, Andre Work came in to score 2, and they take a 7-5 lead now. And so it's a 2-run single for Chayton Sen. Jack Demers, the batter now. And there's one right over to second, and he'll fire it over to first for the third out. So they'll strand one on base. But we go to the middle of the fifth here with the Stars putting 5 on the board in the top of the fifth. They've taken a 2-run lead now here as they have 6 hits. The Blues will try and respond when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today. All right, the Blues looking to respond. They get 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the fourth. The Stars failed to score in the first 2 innings. They've scored in every inning since then, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, including getting 5 of their 7 runs in the 5th with a single in the first and a single run in the 4th. 1 hour and 38 minutes in, and now we have ourselves a competitive ball game. And I'm not saying that just because the Stars are leading. Even if it was 5-4 in favor of the Blues, I would say the same thing. I just enjoy a competitive baseball game. Here's a nice hit, but it's going to be right into the glove of Caleb Christensen over to first, and he cannot glove it. I was moving the camera. I didn't quite see it. It looked like he caught it, and then he moved his arm, and the ball came out. We'll go ahead and charge that as an error. I'm just not sure who to charge the error to. In my particular scorebook, anyway. They were showing bunt, and now Eli Mott comes up to take care of that here. So Marquardt will reach on an error charge to the shortstop is who they're going to charge that to. And Elijah Mack is the batter. No balls and a strike here to Mack. His nickname's Eli, but I go with Elijah just so I don't accidentally call him Eli Mock, who plays for the Stars. So you got an Eli Mack who plays for the Blues and an Eli Mock who plays for the Stars. So that's why I'm going with Elijah, because that's what his full name is according to the roster. So, but his nickname is Eli. Here's the pitch from Majerus. Now they did have Wermeyer warming up last inning here, but he is not warming up anymore. But I would guess that he would be available if they need to go make the move to him. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's, I believe, 2 balls, and then that's the outfield scoreboard will confirm that. That one's low, and a nice block there by Demers to keep Marquardt on first, but it's still 3-1. Reese Boney, top of the order. He's on deck here for Moorhead. So we'll see him for sure. And that's a hard bouncer that'll find its way into left field. Good for a base hit and a single. Marquardt up to second. Mack on with a base hit.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
All right, so first and second here for the Blues. They go for the bunt, but the runners do not bite and take off there, and that was a good thing because Demers had one, or if not both of those out, if he would have made a throw. Oh, they actually called that a strike. Okay. 0-1 then. Swing and a miss, 0-2. I tried to find a shirt that would work to come to this game, so I wasn't appearing to cheer for one team, but all I had was green and orange West Fargo, and that one didn't feel right either. Reese Boney 0 for 2, struck out swinging to Jackson Ammerman. Then he walked, and then he'd strike out swinging to Gunnar Majerus. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count now here to Boney. Jacob Vanette is the batter on deck. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and that is the 5th strikeout here for Gunnar Majerus. At last check, West Fargo is trailing 4-0 to Wayzata in the bottom of the 7th. Have not got word if that one's gone final yet or not. For West Fargo, that's not a conference game, so it's not the end of the world if they drop that one. And the same applies here for the Stars. It's not the end of the world if they drop this one. It won't affect them in their standings for the state tournament. And the same applies to Moorhead here, win or lose. Jacob Vanette's 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, then he grounded out to second base, and then he singled over the shortstop's head. As that pitch comes up over, almost over Vanette's head for ball 1. And a little chopper that'll find itself in foul territory. Runners will make the 89-foot trip back to their respective bases and try this again here at 1 and 2. 1 hour and 45. Majerus now 75 pitches so far. And that one's a little low, and we have an even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike, strike, ball, fouled away, and a ball in that order. And that one's high, and we have a full count. 35 balls and 42 strikes on 77 pitches. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball or a hit by a pitch. Ball and hit by a pitch go into the ball category. Everything else goes into the strike category. Payoff pitch, fouled back, and he'll sign himself a 1-pitch extension to his plate appearance here. And he'll remain 3 and 2. Swing and a miss. It's the 6th strikeout of the day for Gunnar Majerus.
Number 7, Cullen Wilson.
And that'll bring up Cullen Wilson, who's 2 for 3 with a single to center, a ground out to the second baseman, and then he RBI triple to left center, or right center field last time he was at the plate. That one's a little bit low for ball 1. So he got Jacob Vinette to an 0-2 count, and then to a 3-2 count, and then struck him out. And now he's down in the count 1-0 here to Cullen Wilson. Carter Heinz moves into the on-deck circle if Wilson can reach base with no outs occurring. 2 away here, runners on first and second in a 7-5 ball game. And number 7 at the plate. And now he'll call time. That one hit well, but not well enough. That's going to be an easy catch for Andre Work, and that will be out number 3. They will strand 2 on base, and that'll take care of the 5th inning of play. The Stars hang on to a 2-run lead, and they bring out the bats once again at the top of the 6th to try and add to that. We'll see what happens when we return after this. All right, welcome back. Top of the order once again here for the Stars. It's Caleb Christensen, Jackson Ammerman, and Colby Hansen, the duo batters. Gavin Gast on pitch number 5. He came in the top of the 5th. Not one. Ball or strike? Ball. Christensen 1 for 3 with a pair of flyouts to right field and a single to left sandwiched in between those flyouts. And a strike there, and we're even at 1-1. And this one, a chopper right over towards third. Almost a bunt. Did he? Yeah, he did. He did get it over there in time. And a nice stretch by Ryerson at first. And that is the first out. Goes in the books as a 5-3 ground out. Brings up Jackson Ammerman.
Batting for post 400, number 28, Jackson Ammerman.
So 1 out, nobody on. Ammerman 0 for 2, fly out to center, strike out, hit by a pitch. Takes strike 1 here. And there's strike 2. A couple of nice pitches there by Gavin Gast. That one's high into the backstop, ball 1. We're approaching the 2-hour mark of this game. Still got about 8 minutes to go before we get there, but it looks like we will get there. We're in the top of the 6 in a 2-run game. 1-2 pitch. That one's sent up towards center, and now it's more towards right, and Reese Boney will make another catch. She's been responsible for a majority of the Stars outs in this contest. And I'll bring up Colby Hansen.
Batting for post 400, number 2, Colby Hansen.
Hansen's 0 for 3, so he's due for a hit, possibly. Take a strike here. It's 0-1. Ground out to third, a fly out to left, and reach base on an error last time he was at the plate. 2 away in the 0-1 pitch. In for strike 2. And he strikes him out looking. And that will end the top of the 6 in 1-2-3 fashion. And coming up from Moorhead, it's Heinz, Ryerson, and Aschheim when we return after this. 7-5 in the Blues, down to 6 outs. They need 2 runs. See if they can get started on that when we return after this.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. It's Carter Heinz, the batter. Heinz will send that one foul down to the first base side for the first strike of his plate appearance. Heinz is 0 for 0. He's been to the plate 3 times. He's walked 3 times. Wyzetta now leads West Fargo 5-2, and West Fargo's batting in the bottom of the 8th. This is also a 9-inning game here, in case you weren't already aware of that. And he'll reach and pop this one to first, and that will be an easy out for Sullivan. All right, Aaron Ryerson stepping up to the plate now. He changed his walk-up song. It was George Michael. Now it's Survivor's Eye of the Tiger. Both of them good songs. They say that the 80s is scientifically the best music genre out there for relieving stress. So we'll see if Ryerson can have a stress-free plate appearance here. And if it works, everybody in watching this game who has any connection to a baseball team will switch all walk-up songs to the 80s. That one up way high. Not exactly sure where that one was going. 3-0 now here to Ryerson already. Walk, strikeout swinging, and another walk. Majerus approaching 90 pitches. He's at 86 right now. 1 hour 57 time of the game right at the moment. And that is a strike. Cash in his free strike coupon. 2 minutes in front of 2 hours. Now it's popped up and the count will become full at 3-2. Busy day tomorrow, 2 o'clock. The Dakota Fusion take on Salvo FC in women's soccer. We'll have that game live for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then we pack up after that and head over to Starring Bank Field, where the Stars will take on in a doubleheader against Rapid City Post 22, the Hard Hats. A nice catch there in center field by Chayton Sen for the out. That was out number 2. Runner remains on first. And then after Rapid City plays the Stars, they stay in town, and on Sunday we'll have a doubleheader starting at 11 a.m. when the Hard Hats take on the West Fargo Patriots. So a couple of good games coming up here over the next couple of days. Logan Hilber, the batter, 1 for 3. Ground out, single, and a fly out. This one's popped up, and looks like the second baseman might have a chance on this one, and he does. Colby Hansen will make the catch, and that will retire the Blues here in the 6th inning of play. They strand one on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 6th, the top of the 7th, my apologies. And we'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh! Making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
All right, welcome back. Logan Sullivan is the batter here for the Stars, and the Stars leading by 2, 7-5 here in the top of the 7th. 5-2 Wayzata over West Fargo in the bottom of the 8th at last check. We'll keep you updated on that game. Dickinson lost 8-0 in their game. I'm not sure who they're playing. It had a really weird name that I couldn't pronounce, but I know they lost 8-0. They're down in that Dakota Classic tournament in Sioux Falls right now. And this one drilled left field. Nice hit. Hilber, the third baseman from Moorhead, tried to snag that one out of the air, but it was just out of the reach of his outstretched glove arm. And that will earn Logan Sullivan his second single of the game.
Eli Mock.
That one's a little low for a ball here to Eli Mock. He's 2 for 3. He reached on an error. Since then, he's had a pair of singles, one to right and one to left field. And that's hit over into right field. And he cannot make the play. Sullivan to third, and here comes the throw. I think he's out. Yep. Well, I mean, from my vantage point, and I had a pretty good one coming like directly off third base. Oh, that was the other thing when I was sharing stories about things that happened, and depending on who you cheered for, the other thing that happened was a Stars coach got thrown out of the game. And
Batting for post 400, number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
that one going to left, and nice diving catch by Elijah Mack. Excellent play, and that will record out number 2.
Batting for post 400, number 8, Andre Work.
Andre Work now the batter. First pitch is a ball, and now taking off for second is Sullivan. He'll make it to second, no problem. We'll call that a pass ball. Could go into the books as a wild pitch, but usually when it slides underneath or in between the 5-hole of the catcher's legs, usually you can record that as a pass ball. And a strike is thrown there. 1-1 the count now here to Andre Work, who's 1 for 2 with a fly out to right, a walk, and a single to center in this game. And now he's going to pop this one up. And this one's fouling out of play. And somewhere in that general area is where Andre Work allowed that one to land. 2 away, runner on second is Logan Sullivan. Stars need a base hit to pad in their 2-run lead to 3. We'll see if Work can help assist with that or not. 2 balls and 2 strikes now with that fouled away pitch, and then that last pitch up high. So once again tomorrow, Dakota Fusion and Salvo SC at 2 o'clock. Then at 5:30, a doubleheader of the Stars and Rapid City Post 22. And also at 5:30, Riley will be on the call for the doubleheader between the West Fargo Patriots and Team Manitoba. And then I'll head over to West Fargo on Sunday for a doubleheader between the Patriots and Rapid City Post 22. And Riley will have the single game at Starring Bank Field between the Stars and Team Manitoba. So he'll be very familiar with Team Manitoba by the time Sunday arrives. And I'll be very familiar with Rapid City by the time Sunday arrives. So a walk to Andre Work and Chayton Sen now. Hit by a pitch, struck out looking, and then he singled to left center. And that one's going to be popped up, and he dropped the ball. And scoring is Eli Mock. Andre Work over to third. Eli Mock was on second, not Sullivan. My apologies. And that'll be another error.
Batting for post 400, number 12, Jack Demers.
Already 5 errors from Moorhead in this game. And that one is heading to left field. Max tracking it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they get one across to make it 8-5, but they strand 2 on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 7th with Moorhead trailing by 3. We'll see if they can get a trio or not when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Bar 9.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, welcome back to Matson Field here in Moorhead as they are going to bring in Malachi Wurmeyer to pitch here. And the first batter that he will face is Lincoln Marquardt. So Gunnar Majerus done, 90 pitches, 40 balls, and 50 strikes, struck out 7. And now Malachi Wurmeyer will toss his first pitch, well, actually his second pitch, for a ball and then a strike. So 1-1 now here to Marquardt. And And that one, he will foul away, and it's 1-2. Marquardt 0 for 3. Reached safely on a wild pitch, third strike. Then he struck out swinging, and then he reached on an error. Stars have committed 2 errors in this game. Moorhead has committed 5. I think that's, yeah, that matches up with I have. Triple fives, 5 runs on 5 hits and 5 errors. They've left a total of 11 runners on base so far. That one's fouled away, and the count will stay right where it's at 2-2. 2 hours and 13 minutes, time of the game now. And that one's popped up, going to right field, into foul territory, and nobody will be able to make a play on it. And that'll be a very long strike to keep the count level at 2. Stars trying to salvage as much pitching as they can here, as they got some non-conference games coming up, and hopefully by the time they get through those non-conference games, they can get some of their original pitching staff back into the mix. Right now, 4 of their pitchers are not on the lineup due to the fact that they're injured or hurt or sick. Astros had a tough game down in Kansas. Yesterday, a team that, I don't remember who they played, but they lost by 1. This one, a hopper towards third. Mock picks it up. He'll fire it over to first, and that's a 5-3 ground out. Apparently our scoreboard didn't reset from last inning on their outs and stuff. There's only 1 out. All right, so nobody out, 1 runner on base for Elijah Mack, who made a great catch out in left field back in the top half of this inning. Or maybe it was the top of the 6th. It was one of those two, but whichever one it was in, it was still a great catch. That one's fouled back. One for 2, a walk, strikeout, and a single to left field. That pitch will miss for ball 2. There's a strike. Full count now here to Elijah Mack. So Elijah Mack has been the first batter for every pitching change that has been made in this game by the Stars, coincidentally. I take that back. This is the second batter that Wurmeyer has faced. So I take that statement back. My apologies. But it was pretty close to accurate. Full count now here. We'll see if he walks him or strikes him out, or if it's fouled away. And this one will be a high chopper and picked up by Mock over across to Sullivan. He makes the stretch, and that's out number 2. So another 5-3 ground out, back-to-back 5-3 ground outs here in the end, bottom of the 7th here for the Stars. And Reese Boney will be the batter. They are now going to the bottom of the ninth, and Wayzata leads West Fargo 5-3. So West Fargo needs 2 runs on 3 outs to try and extend that game, or 3 to walk it off and win. That pitch is way up high, and for the Stars, they're thankful nobody was on base to take advantage of that. 1-0. That's the second pitch that we've seen go way up high. One from Gunnar Majerus, and now one from Wermeyer. Didn't see anything like that from Jackson Ammerman, who started the game. Ammerman came out, I believe it was in the second inning. Majerus took over and played until the bottom of the, or through the bottom of the 6th. So you played 3 2/3 innings. Another chopper. This one will sneak by Caleb Christensen, and it'll go into shallow left field for a base hit and a single for Booney. So Moorhead finally breaks the trio of 5s that they had on the scoreboard. They have 6 hits now. 5 runs on 6 hits and 5 committed errors. Wermeyer will look over at Booney on first and deliver the pitch. And that one's hit well center field, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. Chayton Sen will chase it. Rounding third is Reeds Booney. He will score. And the throw to third will not come in, and it is an RBI triple for Jacob Vanette. And Moorhead strikes, and they're within a pair. It's 8-6. So now both teams have 7 hits on the board. And that pitch will be a ball, 1-0. That's the second RBI triple for Moorhead in this game. And both of them went to about the same spot in the field, to the wall in center. There's a strike, 1-1. Nice job there by Wermeyer. 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's how old this game is now. Cullen Wilson's 2 for 4. He had a single, ground out. He had that RBI triple that we talked about, and then the fly out on his last at bat. And he'll hit this one right over to Caleb Christensen, then he'll sneak by, and that'll be an error on Caleb Christensen. Vanette will score. Wilson will reach second on the error.
Batting for Post 4, batting for your Moorhead Blues, number 10, Carter Heinz.
So Carter Heinz is a base hit away from potentially not in this game up at 8. There's a strike. There's the tying run. Cullen Wilson standing in scoring position on second now. That one will just miss. 1-1 here on 12 pitches for Wurremeyer. Or I'm sorry, 22 pitches for Wurremeyer. Two balls and a strike.
Sam, buddy.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. And that one's fouled back. Now we'll remain right where it's at 2-2. So 8-7 now here, and 2 away, and a big 2-strike pitch here for Malachi Wurremeyer. Base hit ties it. A strike or a swing and a miss will strand that runner in scoring position. We'll see what happens. Here's the windup. This one's popped up and fouled away. First base side and to the left of our broadcast station. Some people racing out to the parking lot, as rumor has it that one hit a nearby vehicle. We really should set up live look-in cameras on the parking lot just to see if we can catch vehicle damage for the insurance company of damaged vehicle owner. Full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch from Wurremeyer fouls it back. This will be the 9th pitch of the plate appearance here for Carter Heinch. Strike, ball, ball, strike, fouled, fouled, ball, foul. In that order. On the first 8, here's payoff pitch number 2. And he will hit this one into center field. Rounding third is Cullen Wilson. He will score. And it's an RBI single, and we're tied at 8. All right, the batter is Aaron Ryerson as they try a pickoff attempt there on Carter Heinch on first. We're tied at 8. Just remember, it is a 9-inning ball game. Runner goes, and he will not make the throw to second. He hesitated, didn't pull the trigger. There was nobody at second actually covering the bag, and that's why he didn't make the throw. And it's an easy stolen base for Carter Heinch, and now a base hit could give Moorhead the lead back. He'll foul it off. And it's 0-1. There's been 2 outs on the board for a while now. But Moorhead's done all their work with 2 outs. They've scored 3 in this inning so far. They'll throw it back to second, and back in time is Heinch. Kobe Aschheim is the batter on deck here from Moorhead. That one's low for a ball. We're even at 1-1, and it took a long time to go from 0-1 to 1-1. There's a strike. Ryerson's 0 for 1, a walk, a strikeout swinging, a walk, and a walk. He's reached base on 3 out of 4 plate appearances, and he's 0 for 1. And he might be one. No, that's going to drop foul. That is going to drop foul, and it'll remain a 1-2 count. Moorhead has a guy warming up now here.
Blah, 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 blah,
My
blah, blah,
apologies,
blah.
I wasn't paying attention there. He's not warming up. It's the same pitcher. They're just warming up, getting ready for the next top of the 8th. Let's put it that way. That one's a little high, and it's ball 2. That one's low, and we're back to a full count. So back-to-back batters with full counts. Last time he gave up an RBI single on the full count. And this time it's going to be a fly ball to left field. And it's going to go foul. And that will be a 313-yard strike. So this is the 8th pitch of the bat of the plate appearance. Matter of fact, Carter Heinz had 9 pitches. This one scooped up by the shortstop over to first, and he is out at first. Runner will be stranded, and we're tied at 8 going to the 8th. Stars will look to regain the lead when we return in the top of the 8th here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
right, welcome back. Wayzata has defeated West Fargo 5-4. The Patriots could not quite make the comeback from down 5-3. They were able to sneak one run in the bottom of the ninth, but Wayzata would cut that comeback short and win by the final score of 5-4. So,
Batting for post 400, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
top of the order now here for the Stars in an 8-8 game here in the top of the 8th. Caleb Christensen is at bat. And pending changes, we'll see Jackson Ammerman and Colby Hansen ascending as well. That one's hit. Can it find the ground? Yes, it can. It'll be a base hit and a single here for Caleb Christensen, the 8th hit of the game for the Stars. So now both teams have 8 runs on 8 hits. And this is, they're gonna switch out Caleb Christensen with, can't see the jersey number, Malachi Wermeyer.
Now batting for post 400, number 4, Malachi Wermeyer.
Looks like they're going to show bunt, and then he pulled it back. Pitch goes in for a ball, I think, and runner stays put at first. So Malachi Wermeyer taking over now for Jackson Ammerman in the number 2 spot of the lineup. Ball and a strike here to Wermeyer. And a bunt will be dropped down, and it rolls over the glove of Gavin Gass. He went down to feel it, and the ball took a hop over his glove. So 2 runners on, and I believe that's going to be a base hit.
Price hot dogs and hamburgers made by the Moorhead Blues' own executive chef while they last.
They're going to put it as an error, so will we. And that could be another error. No, they're going to give that a hit. So I gave it a hit the first time and an error the second time, and now we're all even.
You guys just were waiting for that half price deal, right? I mean, did you hear that half price? Burgers and hot dogs?
So the bases are now loaded here for the Stars in the top of the 8th. And Logan Sullivan is the batter. You got Eli Mock and Gunnar Majerus, and then I believe Andre Work would be behind Majerus, and that's a heavy hitting portion of the lineup here at 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this visit to the mound for the Moorhead Blues is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. You can visit them online at marshmma.com to learn about the services they can provide for you here in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area. Once again, marshmclennanagency.com. Their website is marshmma.com. Logan Sullivan's 2 for 3. A fly out to left. Since then, a single to left, a walk, and another single to left. He has the bases loaded at the 2-hour, 37-minute mark of the ball game, tied at 8 here in the top of the 8th with nobody out. A big opportunity here for the Stars. And Sullivan will put it up high in the sky. And Mack will make the catch. He had trouble seeing that. Runner will tag, and he will score. And now back over to third comes Wermeyer. Christensen's in to give the lead back to the Stars. And you have runners on the corners. So it's a sac fly for Sullivan.
Batting for post 400, number 15, Eli Mock.
Christensen tags. Wermeyer tags. Hansen stays put at first. First and third, 9-8 lead, nobody out, and Eli Mock 2 for 4, reached on an error, pair of singles to left and right, and a fly out to left. Runner goes, and they will fake the throw up to second to keep Wermeyer at third. So it's a free stolen base there for Colby Hansen. And that puts 2 runners in scoring position here as the pitch came across as a strike, I believe. Yup, it did. And it's 0-1 now here to Eli Mock. Mock went for a big swing and fouled it off the bottom of his bat. That one's high and in, pushing Mock back a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count here to Eli Mock. And that one is right into the glove of Lincoln Marquardt for out number 1. And that will hold the runners at second and third and bring up Gunnar Majerus.
Fargo, number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
So a shallow pop out to second for out number 1. Majerus 0 for 3, grounded out, hit by a pitch, fly out to center, fly out to left. Pitch high for a ball, 1-0. And there's a strike, and it's 1-1. Andre Work on deck, Chayton Sen right behind him. Still some big hitters in the lineup, and now the bases are loaded once again as Gunnar Majerus gets hit by a pitch, and that brings Andre Work to the base.
Andre Work.
That one's going high and deep, all the way to center field, and right in front of the fence, he makes the catch. They strand 3 on base, and we go now to the middle of the 8th. Kobe Ashheim, Logan Hilber, and Lincoln Marquardt are the batters due up pending changes. It's 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup here for the Blues. They now trail by 1. It's 9-8. We'll be back in a moment.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
right, it's Colby Ashheim, 0 for 3. Walk, ground out, fly out, and a fly out. And a strike, 0-1. We're at 2 hours 43 now, time of this game. It is a 9-inning game, 10 or more if needed. And this one will bounce in for a ball, and we're even at 1. Once again, the 2023 State AA Legion Baseball Tournament from Dickinson will be live here on Magnitude Sports, the exclusive home of all 18 games of that tournament. Coming up July 24th through the 29th, so subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. That one's in for ball 2. Colby Ashheim, the batter, once again. So we'll also have it next year as we hosted at Starry Bank Field. That one's chipped back and foul for strike 2. So we're even at 2-2. So that'll be 4 years in a row after the 2024 state tournament that every single game of the state tournament's been here on Magnitude Sports, and I'm pretty pumped up about that, if I'm being honest. Now it's fouled back and over, and they're gonna have to pay to get that one back. Went to the wrong house. If you were tuning in earlier, I told you that one story. There's strike 3. Malachi Wurmeyer records his first strikeout in the team's 8th.
Batting for your Blues, number 32, Drake Kunza.
All right, so stepping into the number 7 spot for Logan Hilber's Drake Kunza. So it'll be his first plate appearance of the night. Where's number 32 on the back of his jersey. Kunza will see that one going low, and that will put 1 ball and 1 strike on the ball strike counter. 45 pitches so far for Wurmeyer. 28 of them have found the strike zone. There's strike 29, and it's 1-2 to Kunza. 2 hours 47 minutes, time of the game now. And that one is back and foul, and it'll stay right at 1-2. Two to Kunza. Here's Wurmeyer's pitch. That one's sent up to right field. Losing his hat, going after it, making the catch is Jackson Ammerman. I think that's Ammerman. I take that back. That's Gunnar Majerus who made the catch out there. So the fly out to Majerus will result in out number 2. Lincoln Marquardt now 0 for 4. Wild pitch, strikeout, reached safely on that. Then a strikeout, and then it reached on an error. Most recently, he grounded out to third. 2 away, no runners on, 9-8 lead for Fargo. And here's a well-hit ball to third, and it sneaks by Eli Mock into left field. That'll be a base hit. That'll put Marquardt on base. He's going for 2. He'll slide in. He's got 2. Another base hit. And a runner in scoring position, and brings up Elijah Mack. Jack's 1 for 3. Walk, strikeout, single, and a ground out. He's done a little bit of everything so far today.
Batting for your Blues, number 16, Elijah Mack.
So the tying run is on second, with Elijah Mack at the plate, down in the count 0-1. Meyer will stare down Marquardt and deliver down low to even things up at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two away, tying run on second. This is the same scenario that the Blues had in the bottom of the 7th. Did I hit him? It came very close if it didn't. Ball 2. Definitely pushed him off the plate. So they got a base hit to tie the game. And then I believe it was a ground out to third that ended the inning in the bottom of the 7th to keep it tied at 8. And they did strand 1 runner on base in the bottom of the 7th. A total of 22 runners have been stranded on base in this game. 10 for the Stars and 12 for the Blues. Ball 3. So it's a 3-1 count now, and Meyer's in danger of walking Mack. And if that was the case, it'd be the first time he's walked since his first plate appearance. So see if Meyer can battle back from a 3-1 count. He's stared down Marquardt on second, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, I guess that was strike 2. It's a strikeout. The 9th strikeout of the game, and Malachi Meyer's second. That ends the 8th as they strand 1 on base. We'll be right back. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
We move to the top of the 9th, and it's number 9, Chayton Sen. Leading things off here will be Sen Demers Christensen, pending changes. First pitch, I believe, was in for a ball. It's 1-0. Sen 1 for 3, hit by a pitch, struck out looking, a single to left, and reached base on an error. Charges the shortstop. Some firecrackers going off in the neighborhood here. Don't see them, but I hear them. And he nicked a piece of that one. And he strikes out. Oh, I guess that was a strike on the first pitch. So it's a 3-pitch strikeout. It's the second time he struck out looking
12,
here in this
Demers.
game. It's only the 4th strikeout for Moorhead pitchers. And now Jack Demers is 0 for 4. 3 groundouts and a fly out to left. Low and inside for ball 1. We are 9 minutes shy of tying the second longest game on Magnitude Sports. And this one, a little bouncer. Can he make it to first? Yes, he can. It's going to be a 6-3 ground out to short as he got the throw over there just in the nick of time. Now Caleb Christensen, he's had a little bit better luck. He's 2 for 5.
Fargo, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
He has a pair of hits to left, a pair of flyouts to right, and a ground out to third. One away here in a 1-run game in the top of the 9th. Then the pitch, in for a strike. That one hit well left field, but a line drive shot to Elijah Mack. And that is the end of the top of the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors in that inning. Top of the order for Moorhead, Reese Booney, Jacob Vanette, and Cullen Wilson. Pending changes, they need 1 to force the 10th or 2 to walk it off and win. We'll see if they can do one of those two when we return.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Myself, my name is
All right, welcome back to the bottom of the 9th. That pitch comes in low for a ball.
Up to bat for your Blues, number 20, Reese Boney.
The longest game, 4 hours and 1 minute. The second longest game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. This game, 2 hours, 57 minutes. Will we have a new second longest game, or will the Blues tie this up and threaten to take the crown of the longest game? We'll see. Both of those games were 9 or more innings, so this one counts in that category. And a strike. So it's 2-1 now here to Reese Booney, who's 1 for 4. Struck out swinging, a walk, struck out swinging again, struck out swinging again, and then he finally hit a single to left field on his last at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Strike 3. Why am I always behind by 1? Okay. Jacob Vanette 2 for 4. Hit by a pitch, ground out, single, struck out swinging, and an RBI triple, and a swing and a miss there for a strike. And that is the third pitch that we've seen go way up high and over the top. If it continues to happen, we might have to get a sponsor for that. Because they would have got their money's worth today. That one did not quite drop in, and it'll be 2-1, at least I think. 2-1, 2-1. I think everybody's on track. We've been a pitch behind for like the last 4 batters, it feels like. 3 sources say 2-1. 2-2. He's not walking away. It looks like we were right this time. Cullen Wilson is on deck. And the Blues have 2 outs to work with. Full count. Strike, ball, strike, ball. If that pattern continues, it would suggest that he'll walk him here, but we'll see. And he gets called for the strikeout. Or maybe he doesn't. I originally thought the umpire was giving like a warning to somebody on the Moorhead dugout, but now I'm not exactly sure what's going on. So now we have a, do we have, oh wait, we had a new pitcher and I didn't realize it. It's Chayton Sen who's pitching now. I thought it was still Wiermeyer, but it's not. It's Chayton Sen. 3-2, and whatever that was, it's over with now. Fouled it back. He'll get at least one more pitch. We've hit the 3-hour mark of the ball game. Make it 3-0-1. So this will end up being the second longest game unless 2 outs happen quick, and it will not. And the tying run is on base with a walk. The only way this will not be the second longest game in history is if a 2-run homer happens on the next pitch. I was gonna say on that pitch, but he might be able to squeak one more pitch in here. We'll see. Nope, he cannot. We are now tied for the second longest game at 3 hours and 2 minutes. And once it reaches 3:03, it'll be officially the longest game, second longest game. Now one skips through the dirt for ball 2. Actually, ball, is it? I had 2-1. Scoreboard says 1-1. We'll go with it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on, and a 1-run game. They try the pick off at first, but he's back in time. As Eric Tianson would say, no Nostradamus predictions today. He called me Nostradamus at this very field in a broadcast featuring the Stars and the Blues. 3 hours and 3 minutes. This is now officially the second longest game in the history of Magnitude Sports. Fouled back. See if we can see who's playing center. No, that's Chayton Sen. Then who's pitching? It is Wiermeyer. I thought maybe I mixed up the 4 with a 9. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Can Wurmeyer get another strikeout? Grounder to third. And they're calling it foul out of the batter's box. So remain 2-2 as they're calling that one foul out of the batter's box. Wurmeyer keeping a close eye on Vanette over at first. Vanette threatens to go, and a nice block by Demers behind the plate to keep that one in front of him. It's a full count at 3-2. They need 1 run. The Stars need 2 outs. And he walks him on a full count. And now the winning run is on base. The tying run is in scoring position for Carter Heinz. All right, so Wurmeyer in a situation here where the tying run is on second. The winning run is on first. There's 1 out. A base hit ties the game. Aaron Ryerson is on deck for Moorhead. Look for the possibility of a bunt here. No, it's going to be a hit, line drive, and it drops foul in left field, and that'll be strike 1. Three hours, 7 minutes time of the game now. And Wurmeyer on his 70th pitch. The record for pitches by one team is 205 in a single game. Or if you want to be technical, it was almost 2 games because it went to the bottom of the 13th. One ball, 2 strikes. That one hit towards left. He makes the catch, and the runners will stay put. A very important second out here for the Stars. All right, so force out is set up at third base. A base hit would tie the game. In theory, anyway, depending on where that base hit went to. and likely force the 10th inning unless they could get another run across the plate. Colin Wilson on first represents the game-winning run. If he comes in and scores, that's it. And a strike is called there. And it's 1-1 now here to Aaron Ryerson, who's 0 for 2. A walk, a strikeout, a walk, and a fly out to left field. So he's 0 for 2 officially on 6 plate appearances. There's strike 2. So now Malachi Wermeyer is potentially 1 pitch away from stranding the winning run on base and clinching this win for the Stars. But you could be 1 pitch away from a tie game as well. And that is hit into center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Rounding third is Jacob Vanette, and he will score, and the winning run is now on second.
That's just extra calories.
And we are going to the 10th inning. Tied at 9 on a fly out to right field. 9 complete, and we are tied at 9-9. And the game will continue. We'll be back in a moment here on Make the Shoot Sports. Stay tuned.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's Malachi Wermeyer to lead it off against pitch 41 from Gast. And pitch 41 from Gast comes in for strike 1 on Wermeyer. We're at 3 hours, 13 minutes. I just sent a text to Eric Tianson telling him to tune in. I'm not sure if he will or not, but I guess we'll find out. There's strike 2. Wermeyer 0 for 1, reached on an error. Moorhead has committed 6 errors in this game.
Now batting for Fargo, number 2, Colby Hansen.
Colby Hansen's 1 for 5 today. And a strike is tossed there. One ball and one strike now here to Colby Hansen. Logan Sullivan is on deck. We'll see Logan Sullivan for sure. We'll see if we get deeper into the lineup card beyond that or not. One ball and two strikes. That one hit well, left field. Can Matt catch up to it? No, he cannot. It's going to be over his head and go all the way to the fence. And heading into second base with a double is Colby Hansen, and now he goes into scoring position.
Now batting for Fargo, number 19, Logan Sullivan.
So nobody out and a runner on second. Logan Sullivan 2 for 3. Everything he's done today has gone to left field. A fly out, pair of hits, and a sacrifice fly. Strike is called. It's 0-1. The scoreboard says 1-1. No, it says 0-1. It says one out is what it says. That's now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Sullivan goes back to the bench with a K in the stat book for out number 2, and that brings up Eli Mock.
Batting for Fargo, number 15, Eli Mock.
2 for 5, reached on an error, a pair of singles, and a pair of flyouts to follow the pair of singles. And that one hit well, center field, but not well enough. That's going to go into the glove of Carter Hench, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Stars in the top of the 10th. We remain knotted up at 9, and the Blues have an opportunity. We'll see if they can cash in on the opportunity or not when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
All right, welcome back to the bottom of the 10th inning, knotted up at 9-9 here, and due up here for Moorhead is our, yeah.
Moorhead, number 27, Logan Hilbert.
Is, number 27 is not Drake Kunza. It is Logan Hilbert. Ball 1 here to Hilbert. Lincoln Marquardt, Elijah Mack, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order here for the Blues in the bottom of the 10th. And they're calling that strike 1. I don't know if I would agree with that, to be honest with you, and looked very low to me. Usually that strike zone is between the waist and shoulders, and normally anyway. And that pitch was just a hair lower than the previous one, and that one was called a ball. It's 2-1. And a chopper foul and a nice grab there by the Moorhead coach. Now result in a 2-2 count now here. Wurmeyer is potentially a pitch away from the first down to the bottom of the 10th. They say that a 2-goal lead in hockey is the worst lead to have. I think 2 outs in baseball is the worst pair of 2s to have if you're defensively trying to defend a tie game in extra innings. And he walks him. He walks him on a pitch up high. So this visit to the mound here for the Stars is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. And that's going to do it for Malachi Wurmeyer. I have him down for 83 pitches, 35 balls, and 48 strikes and 4 strikeouts. And let's see who comes to take his place. I don't see anybody yet. And now it looks like well, they keep changing the gloves around. So it looks like Caleb Christensen on the mound now. So he'll come in from the shortstop position. At least I think that's Christensen. No, it is not Caleb Christensen. It's Andre Work who will come in to pitch. So that means we'll have a new left fielder. We'll take a break, let Work warm up. We're in the bottom of the 10th at 3 hours and 21 minutes. Knotted up at 9. Nobody out. Runner on first for the Blues. We're back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcasted on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to him today. All right, welcome back. Andre Work finishing up his warm-up tosses here as he gets to warm up to one of my favorite 80s songs of all time. The Corey Hart, Sunglasses at Night, came out in 1984. And it was a #1 hit for Corey Hart. It was one of few. I feel like I'm DJing an 80s night right now, just telling you about all this information. So Andre Work will come out from left field. Let's see who the new left fielder is. And it'll be Malachi Wurmeyer taking over in left field. All right, runner on first is Logan Hilber. Nobody out. And a bunt. And he tried to catch it, and it's thrown past the first baseman. Hilber will be stopped at third, and that's an error. And that we talked about how errors have cost the Stars games, and now they are in trouble. Nobody out in the winning run on third. So the bunt, and Andre Work tried to catch it. Eli Mock was there, throw it over to third, and
Now batting for Moorhead.
that's when everything fell apart.
Reese Bowling.
And it's caught and tagging. And he will score, and the Moorhead Blues win the game. Walk off, 3 hours, 25 minutes, and they win it 10-9. Once again, 3 hours and 25 minutes, time of the game. It's a sacrifice fly for Elijah Mack to right field to end the game, and that will do it. All right, thanks for joining us here on Magnitude Sports. It was a fun one, maybe a little bit more fun for the Blues for obvious reasons. But a great game nonetheless between these two teams as the Stars fall short once again here at Matson Field. They have yet to get over the hump no matter how well they play here. But in saying that, like I said earlier in the broadcast, 4 of their pitchers are out right now. They went through, I believe, 4 pitchers for sure, if not 5. And man, those guys kept the Stars in it. They almost pulled it off, but an error by the Stars in the bottom of the 10th put the winning run on third, and a sac fly to right sealed the deal for the Moorhead Blues. That will do it. We will be back tomorrow. We have 5 games for you tomorrow. 2 o'clock. Dakota Fusion take on Salvo SC in women's soccer. And then 5:30, a doubleheader between the Stars and the Rapid City Post 22 Hardats. And then also a doubleheader between Manitoba and the West Fargo Patriots tomorrow as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, time of the game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. 10-9, the Blues walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. We'll talk to you again soon here on Magnitude Sports.
Preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.